Hi everyone. So just for the record, it's Daniel and Shiva here. We are working on the just doing some pair programming, just sort of to get a sense of some of the features of RSpec and Cucumber. I'm going over the feature which I'm currently working on right now. So anyway, so back to us. Okay, so this is the, let's see. So I have the yeah, Cucumber, right. We were on the Cucumber test. So this would be in under the features, create reviewer. Okay, yeah. So the first thing that we need to do is set up this paths .rb. And so what I added was this just has sort of analogies from the name that would appear in the user story. The sign up page corresponds to the user path, and then reviewer page for such and such would be user path. Oh, okay, this is interesting. This might be part of the problem, but I'll revisit that a little bit later. But this is just the reviewer page would be the page that it's that is the account, so the show page basically.
Okay.
So I define those in paths.rb and
So basically, whenever we, in the user stories, when we say it will redirect to the sign up page, or it will, probably show the reviewer page, then we need to add those mappings here, right?
Exactly, yeah, because in the user stories you just have this sort of natural language string, and you need to actually connect it to the path. And so this is just its user path, and this will supposedly return the for whatever this oh, okay, I think I just discovered my problem, by the way, but I'll get to that later. So it'll take this this string here, and it will presumably put it in. It'll presumably capture that and put it in here. I think the problem is that I'm calling it title here, which is not a field that this person has. So that's going to be something I'll have to solve later. But anyway, this is the right general idea: is that you just have the path. This corresponds to the path.
And then we have to, to find out the mapping, whether the sign up page will be new user underscore path. That we have to do rake routes and find out, right?
Exactly, and I actually went ahead and did a rake routes. Let's see if I can get that a little clearer. Nope. Yeah, it's only wanting to zoom in on the page here. It doesn't want to zoom in on the terminal. Let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, so this is just the rake routes, and you'll notice that new user path would be the users new, which is where you enter the data, and then users show would just be user path.
Okay.
But you notice it requires an ID to be passed to it. So that's sort of what I'm struggling with right now, is getting that ID to be passed successfully.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we, and some of these mappings, will already be present there, and some of them we have to create it, right? And to create that,
yeah.
we have to go to routes.rb, right?
Yes, and I'm actually a little since that for me that wasn't a big part of my feature, but yes. So in routes.rb, I don't think I actually created any routes for this. In fact, most of my steps were already defined in web steps, and most of the routes were already sort of there. So, but yes, let's I guess we can take a look at routes.rb, or which would be in config, I think.
Yeah, configure.
Yeah, routes. Yeah, so mine doesn't really have any because I haven't really used
so
it.
actually on that day when Sudeep set up the user database with the scaffolded thing, so that's why we are getting these new routes, right?
Oh, well, I didn't. Yeah, I guess so. Yes. That the scaffold created these user things.
Okay, right. And just Daniel, one thing, should we proceed with that because or should we probably uh, create our own new thing, because our uh, is that we will be using those things.
Well, we're not really using. I'm actually for mine. I'm actually overwriting quite a lot of the default code. So it actually
Okay.
created these elaborate controllers here for like the user's controller. So I would have had to
Yes,
create
yes,
a user's controller anyway with all these
yes, yes,
methods.
yes.
I'm
Yeah, I got
not.
the point.
Yeah, most of these are empty methods anyway, and the ones that were had some content. I'm mostly like I haven't worked on the overwrite. I'll probably or the update. I'll probably overwrite the update, and I have so I've already commented out most of this code that was already in there. Just so we can make this our own code
Okay,
basically.
okay,
Uh,
good. Then I will also follow that one.
yeah. And so this one we would just so I'm working on this one. So the user this part is pretty relatively simple. Some of these print statements are just for my own reference to see what these fields contain.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what I'm doing is I'm validating the parameters to see if these are so in the parameters. So the user actually is passed in as like a one of the fields. So there's like an array within the array for the data that's being passed. And then so for the email, I'm just checking to see if it's valid, and I'll do tests for a couple of other for all of the fields ultimately, just to be sure they match a valid regular expression here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the basic approach. You're probably your login will be a little bit different, because what you'll actually need to do is check the database to see if there's a user who's already in the database.
Right.
And so that's why your features are definitely a little bit more involved than mine is, because you'll probably need something like find, and if find fails, then you'll need to do this sort of thing with a redirect. But it's basically the same idea. It's a little more complicated, but it's the same basic idea. You just want to check if this is
valid
yeah,
valid
a
or not.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any more questions about my code? I think that's pretty much brings you up to date with what I've done so far.
Okay. Can you just just show me the Cucumber test that you have written?
Yes, absolutely. So Cucumber is under So Cucumber is features. So here's the Cucumber test.
No, the logic which you have written to pass those tests.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't written any actually. All these are from web steps.
Web steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I would yeah, none of these are yeah, didn't need to write any for this feature. They were all in web steps. I think yours should be
And
yeah, I think
then
yours.
and then you wrote all those RSpec in spec controller.rb.
Yeah, I did write all of those. The
Okay,
RSpec
okay,
ones are ones I had to write.
okay.
So
Can you just once go through that?
yeah,
Just means
sure.
what briefly it is. Obviously, I understood this thing. You are validating the user and email, right?
Right. But yeah, for RSpec, you want me to look at RSpec? Show you
Yeah,
RSpec again?
yeah, RSpec.
Great spec. Okay, so under spec we have so under controllers. I haven't done anything for models yet.
Okay.
User controller spec. I want to let's see here.
Acha. So you are creating user. You are defined a
Just a bunch of
variable,
yeah.
and then you are validating those.
Yeah, and this is just a double, which represents a user object, basically.
Okay.
And so then we want this user to receive the create method. So this line, if I'll go over to the actual controller, that line corresponds to this line here, basically. So it's basically testing if this line is done, is part of a program, and that test turns out true. And that's really all this particular block does.
So just can you go up, scroll upwards?
Scroll up, sure.
Yeah. So what this basically does, whenever for each user, whenever he sign ups, it takes the parameter into the user params, these things, And sad params means it is incorrect, right?
Correct. Yeah, the email is missing in this case specifically.
Yeah, the email is missing. And then new user is equals to double. Acha, so you are passing that successful parameter in
Mhm.
the double.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so where this is landing, this double method.
Oh, so the double is used. The double is the object that it's supposed to return when you. So when you pass these parameters, it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to return a user object. In this case, we're just using a double, but it's supposed to return a user object with those parameters. So in other words, this user which has those parameters.
Okay, okay, okay. And then okay, you can go ahead, just
Yeah,
explain.
and then what this is this is just saying that this basically this create so the create method. So this is the path which is the post. So it's, if you notice, the let's see, the create is a post method here. And user is the or it's called users, but post is the method, and so it calls the create, and then the parameter is this user parameter, which is the parameters of the user basically. So this is when you fill out the form, this is what's passed to the controller.
Okay, okay,
And mostly with this, I was sort of copying some of the logic from the movies, the homework, basically. So
okay,
that's kind of where I was
okay.
getting some of these ideas.
Controller. What are the controllers? Okay. Ask.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I just got a hang of it now.
Okay, great.
And
And then
then
the
so
next,
this will go to the controller now once you
yes,
post this.
exactly, yeah. So it goes.
Okay.
This sends it to the create controller, as you can see from the paths here, or
Okay.
the
Okay.
routes.
Yeah.
And then what it's supposed to do, which it's doing only sporadically now. I get various results. I've actually gotten this one to work, but when I get this one to work, this one fails. So I need to figure out what's going on there. But
Okay.
basically, what this is doing is sorry about that. This is calling is redirecting to the show page. So this would be it expects response to, so redirect to user path. So user path with ID would be let's see here. Yeah, it would be this show.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what I've got. And then the next one is very similar to this. The first the first step will just be to create a new movie. But since in this case we have invalid parameters, so I just wanted to verify that when the parameters are invalid, it does not call the create method.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Okay.
test is passing. And so then again, it's the same thing except for using these sad params. And then this one, once again, I'm having trouble getting it to redirect. But this is basically, what this one should do is it tells it to redirect to the new page where you just were, and give you a chance to re-enter the password and stuff. So
So
that's what
basically
that.
all the redirections should be handled here, right? Using RSpec.
That's how, yeah, yeah, exactly. I
Okay.
mean, ultimately in Cucumber, you'll also want to check in Cucumber if what it would be. I'll show you then the
Mm-hmm.
Cucumber. You would want to say, I probably wouldn't bother with something like this, but just then I should be on the reviewer page for John Doe or whoever your
Mm-hmm.
user is. Uh, and then with this one, it would be something more like, then I should be on the back on the create new user page, basically, and I should see this message or something
Mm-hmm.
like it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you can use some very, very similar tests. I think that your Cucumber tests are going to be very similar to mine. Your RSpec tests might be a little bit different because what you're doing is
Yeah.
you're actually trying to see if the you'll probably use like a find or something like that in your controller.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably where they'll
Right.
differ.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Okay. So this is the things we have done,
Mhm.
which is working, right? Okay. So I will also try to implement that in my.
Yeah. So I think
And
for
should I
you,
share my screen?
yeah, absolutely. I'll take a look at it. Hey, give me just one moment. I need to step away to get a glass of water real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, okay. All right. So email with jdoe@university. Yeah. So given I am on the login page, good. Correctly. Good. So you got the login page to work. That's
Yeah,
the.
this
I
this,
think. I
this we
think we
got
did
to
that.
pass.
Okay. So when I fill in email with yeah, okay. When I fill in password hash, okay, yeah. Um, and I press login. So I think now before we do this, I think that what we'll probably have to do is, in addition to given I'm on the login page, we will need to set up. So you know, like how in the movie with the director thing, we had some entries already in the database.
Uh-huh.
So here we'll probably need to create this, at least for like the valid path. We'll need to go ahead and create this JDoe user in the database.
Oh, okay. Is it we can't
This
do without that?
you can basically copy that from your from the movies thing that you did the homework 4 basically.
Okay, just a minute. I will open it.
Yeah. Yes. See. Yes. Take a look at the Cucumber file.
This one?
It shouldn't be in.
Uh,
Take a look at the feature because I think it might actually be in movie steps. And scroll up a bit.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you see where? Oops. It's movie steps again. Not movie steps. Take a look at the search for movies by director feature.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I
and then
press update movie info.
yeah, scroll up in this one though. Um, yeah, there. So you see where it has that table? I think you'll need to create like given the following users exist. So basically, like
Okay. But actually, if we see in the database, these movies don't exist.
well, they do because take a look at your take a look at
Schema?
the movie steps and see if you can find given the following movies exist in movie steps. Yeah. Let's see. I should see. That's interesting. Uh, that's weird. Oh yeah, there it is. The following movies exist. Do yeah. So you're just gonna do something like this where you create these movies. Almost, I would just do almost the same, exactly the same. Like copy and paste that method into your well, we'll create a new file for it. The user steps file in the new project. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, given the following movies exist, do so not movies, but yeah, exactly. Or maybe users in that part. Yeah.
Table name is.
Yep, that's fine. There you go. And then, yeah.
And table each do.
And user, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not create. User.
Yeah, it should do it.
Okay.
And you might need to take a look. I don't know if there are any like requires or anything like that from
But
the.
how does it map to this and I press login?
Oh, it has nothing to do with that. You'll need to so remember your method is trying to see if basically if this is a user who's already in the database, right? So
Yeah, right.
so you'll need if the database doesn't exist, then it should actually not let you do anything. So we need to like set up these users are already in the database to do this test correctly.
Basically, this will create those users, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Just like it created those movies, and then you'll be able to sort of test the actual database.
Okay. So shall we try, or this is something we have to solve and then try?
Let's finish this first.
Okay.
Creating the database first, and then we'll worry about it because we'll need to do the database stuff eventually. The other thing with the button is it should be really easy once we figure it out. So
Okay.
So I guess go back into your now. I guess in the Cucumber, the feature file, try to kind of create something. So just like in your movies, where as part of the background, it also given the following movies were in the database. Go ahead and do that with users and just create this this JDoe person in
Okay.
your database.
Okay.
So this, in this case, it could just have a single row.
Yeah. I have just written the users scenario. Let me check. It is in the pivotal tracker, I think. And take it from there.
Mhm.
Oh, I also
Yeah, it
updated
doesn't
here.
look like that. If you take it from the movies, you should be able to use that one with very minimal modification.
Okay.
Oh, it would actually be under the sorry, not under the scenario, be under the above it along with the given because you're creating the sort of the basic
Here.
condition. Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
Background.
background exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Because then what you can do is you can use that same database for your other like your bad your sad path and whatever that is. So just like I guess get rid of all those rows except one and just make that one like your JDoe entry.
Okay.
I mean, right, like get rid of like everything from Blade Runner to THX 1138.
Yeah.
All great movies, by the
Unicorn
way.
two fields, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it would be
username.
well, let me see, because no, we don't have we still don't have a username in our schema for some reason. So don't worry about that for now, though, because that's not essential.
Okay.
I think that they're called. You might want to just take a look at the schema or something to see what the names are. I'm pretty sure though they're like password hash, password salt. Yeah, email password hash. Yeah, email start with
Password hash.
yeah, email password hash and password salt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect.
jdoi@.
Oh, I think actually, I thought that I might have been mistaken, but wasn't it the top row was all the column headers? Like, so we have JDO. I think when we had the movies, it would have been.
Title
Yeah,
rating.
see, yeah, you notice
I
it's,
got the
yeah,
point.
it's the other way. Yeah, that's all it is.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Here will be jdoi, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and go and give him a salt too. We probably won't really use it at this point, but
You mean to say another field?
yeah, the salt also, because we want to
Okay.
be sure it's a valid entry. I think it's just password underscore salt.
Just what I was checking.
Yeah. And the other ones are like auto created, so I don't think we need to bother with those.
Right. Yeah, it came out.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, and then just give him the password that I think you need another bar at the very end too. Yeah, and then just for your give him the password that you gave him for your passing case. Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Put the same name itself.
Yeah, and I don't think the salt really matters in this particular case.
Yeah.
So just put some random numbers in the salt. Oh, and I think that those might all be strings actually. I'm not certain, but if you look at the movie, yeah.
Hope this will work, right?
That should work. Yeah, I think those might need to, like the email and everything. I think they might need to be strings actually, but like
Okay,
as
so
in double quotes.
quotes?
That is, yeah, or any kind of quotes, I guess.
Password hash also, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure, and the salt too, even. Pretty sure, not certain, but pretty sure. Okay, so that was all that I wanted to do, and I think that hopefully, if you run the cucumber test, that will just appear as another step, and it'll just pass because all it's doing is. Oh, actually no, because. Oh no, it should because we just defined it in the user steps, so that shouldn't be any problem. So all that's doing is just setting up a. Well, yeah, just setting up a person.
Given the following movie exists.
Yeah.
Okay, following users exist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks. I missed that.
Users exist. And this will check with this one.
Exactly.
Given the
Yes.
following users exist to users table users. Okay. Sounds good. Let's run the cucumber.
Yeah. That was quick. Yeah, it looks like it just passed, but then it says, let's see, when I fill in, huh? Is that the scroll up? Is that the first
Yeah.
thing that? Oh, that's weird. Wait, no. So okay, so it's green. Go back to your Okay, so log into a. Well, it seems like that's passing. But then it seems like a lot of other things are failing now. So I don't know why that would
They
be
are
the case.
ignoring that, I think.
It's ignoring that. Well, it's green though, so that means it's actually
Yeah, this is green. This is green. So it is matching this pattern. That is
yeah. So
obvious.
that it should be when I fill in. So it doesn't
Do
like.
users underscore table. Just let us check.
I guess what I wanted to see is if the.
Users underscore table. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, could you scroll up to the very beginning of where your test results started coming in the terminal? Yeah. Okay, great. So it says, given I am on the sign up page. Oh, okay. So it looks like this in this first one. Scenario when I fill in the
Actually,
following.
I have not written any code to pass this.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So keep going down then. Yeah, I think it might. Yeah, so it doesn't like the email from, I guess, that first scenario. So it's okay with the because it does the background first for everybody. So I guess the back, but wasn't it? I thought it was actually passing some like the I am on the such and
It is
such
not right.
page originally.
Like
Oh,
this
yeah, that's
one.
weird. I guess they're not. I guess they're not in quotes then.
One
If they're not
second, let
in
us
quotes in the
check.
movie, then they're probably not in quotes on your user. Yeah, so notice how the fields are not in quotes. So I'm
Quotes.
guessing that might be, yeah. So get rid of the quotes. I misled you
Okay.
there. Oh, I see. You commented out the I am on the login page. Um,
But
that you should keep that. That one should still be fine.
okay. That indentation any problem means do I have to
Yeah,
do
I
proper
don't think so.
indentation?
No, I don't think the indentation should be any trouble. Oh, and it
Okay.
looks like after a .edu you have some stray
Oh,
straight
yeah.
quote. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, try that now. See if that helps. Yeah, so 3 passed. That's right. That's good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So.
But still, I don't know why.
Oh well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know either. But I think it's yeah. I don't think that's a problem because I think those are the same color in the movie. When you run the movie tests, I think they're also blue, and that's okay.
Just
Yeah, go
let
ahead
me
and try
verify.
it. Oh, yeah, exactly. CD2, yeah.
Oh, so this is, I don't know
Oh,
this
yeah, it
one.
is green. That's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it skips those then. That doesn't make any sense. If it's
Let us
telling you
check
that
the
it
code
passes.
once more. Once more. Given the following window is a table, we will create movie and then what is this? Given the following movie exists. Let me check the its schema. So just
Mm,
we can have an idea.
in the following movies exist. Yeah, and then once you check the schema, I have another idea that you might try.
Title, rating, okay. This is T dot string, T dot string.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just like
we,
our
we also have T dot
methods.
string only.
Yep, a lot of strings.
It's our database.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would just yeah, it's going to be very similar. I would check
Email.
if the so what I'm wondering is if the Cucumber file needs like a what I would do is I would take a look at the movies, the Cucumber, the feature file in movies that has these. 'Cause I want to see if the feature exactly, yeah, feature file. And scroll all the way to the top and see if it's like requiring anything from the no, that's interesting. Okay. given the following movies exist. Yeah. Colon. Okay. Interesting. I guess I don't think you had any trouble like with capitalizing given or the colon at the end.
Just let's check this one. So this is movies underscore table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And schema, it is written movies. Okay.
Yep.
And just cross checking with ours, it is written
Mm-hmm.
users. And where it is schema.
Yeah. Oh, user
Users.
steps. I think user
Okay.
steps
And then
might be.
user steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Users underscore table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dash do.
Ah, okay. I noticed there's no colon at
User.
the end. Although that shouldn't matter though.
Which one?
It shouldn't matter that there's no colon at the end. So the following users exist. There is a colon in the feature file for the movie. There was a yeah, sorry. There was a there's a
Sorry.
colon at the end of the following exist. Yeah, you capitalize given.
In the feature file, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, I'm making a mess. I think just
Yeah,
just a
don't
moment.
worry about it.
No, I got it here. So this one you're telling?
Yeah, well, this one should be. I don't see what's wrong with that really, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with it because it's passing. It's just for some reason it's not creating actually. It's just not making those fields green like we would expect it to. So I don't know why
Let
that's the
me
case.
cross check the indentation also so that we don't leave
Yeah, we
anything.
could. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
I know it that might not be the issue, but still,
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, that's fine just to keep it controlled. Given is capitalized, the following users exist, colon.
let me check this also so that we can
Yeah,
do an apple to apple comparison.
right.
The background in database following exist. There is also colon here exactly, and our indentation is also proper.
Yeah, and then check again I guess then we can try the movie steps versus user steps.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Movies underscore table users, and we have a user underscore table.
Mm-hmm.
Users underscore table has a each do user. Do we have a field called user? This indicates that we should have a field called user, right?
No, it just means that's just it's like
Oh,
for
yeah,
each
right. I
entry
got
in
the
users
point.
table. That's what it's. Yeah, it's just that's all
Okay.
it's called.
User
Users
dot
table
create.
dot hashes dot each.
Movie dot create. Movie dot create. Movie.
I actually don't know what the hashes does, but I'm assuming it's important.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, why not? Maybe in your okay, so maybe in the movies control or the user's controller. I mean, no, the users the path. No. Okay, user steps. Yeah, user steps. Why not just maybe print out? Why not have the user create like return a user and then print that user out to see if it's actually creating anything?
Yeah.
No. Create like a local variable, just like as a user or something in there, um, or like yeah, like test user or something. And it doesn't have to be at because it can be local. Uh,
Okay.
but it should equal that users.create because I think the user.create actually returns that should return that user. Yeah. And go and then no,
Without
leave the use. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And then actually in the next line, just print test user,
yeah.
and also go ahead and print just plain user as well. Oh, and use P so that it'll appear on separate lines. Yeah, perfect.
And then
Yes, test user and then just user also, just so we see the parameters. Yeah, great. So try that. It should, if the first one prints like a valid user object, it should mean that we're okay despite the blue stuff. Yeah, okay, scroll up. Yeah, keep going up. And up a little bit more. Okay, so user ID. Yeah, okay, so that looks like it's printing out. It does generate a user, and you are calling it with the exclamation point, so it should be right into the database. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know why it's blue, but that does seem to be doing what it should be doing.
or is it that it is expecting a user field?
A user field.
Here
Well,
also there is no movie field. Yeah, but it should go. Yeah. It
well, you have
sounds.
all of your in the schema. If
Yeah.
you notice, you filled in all the fields except the ones that
Right.
are like auto generated
Right.
fields, so
Right.
that shouldn't
Right.
be a
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know
It
why it's blue,
sounds
but it does
strange.
seem to be, for our testing purposes, it does seem to be doing what it's supposed to.
Or is that something we need to do with our database? Something DB migrate,
Well,
or I don't know.
I don't think so because it printed out the valid user object, so it looks like it is
Yeah.
creating.
Exactly.
It's not returning an error, so it is creating an object. It's just that for some reason it's
Mm.
being represented as blue. So what's that? That's oh yeah, that's okay because it does the same thing for both. It's
Yeah.
just a background step, so it runs before both of them. I don't know. That really should be okay. I'd be it'd be weird if it isn't
Yeah. Right.
doing this correctly.
Should we
So
now? Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I'd go ahead and continue actually. So go to where we are. Yeah, so now we can work on the and I press login and see if
Yeah.
that helps. So go ahead and go to your schema. I mean, not your schema. Your template for the for the login page. Yeah, and just replace login button with login, and I think that should actually do it. So at the bottom where you have login button. Yeah, that should take care of that problem.
Should I test it now?
Yep. Huh, that's weird. And I press login, and you save the schema. Okay, uninitialized constant user controller. Oh, okay.
Action routing error.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
So
actually.
routes.rb, did we do anything in routes.rb? Let me check.
Let's see. Well, let me read this error completely because I think
Yeah,
this is good.
sure.
I think we've improved it. So uninitialized constant user controller, action controller, routing error, features define web step. I press. Okay, so login feature line 24. It doesn't like. Okay, and I press. Let me see what I wrote for that one
Yeah.
because I think yeah, it should be and I press, and then in my what is it called in the view? I have a view. View. New. It's this one. Yeah, create account. I think what's happening is that it actually is finding that.
When I
Oh wait,
create,
let's see what's happening. So user controller, yeah, create. I press create account. Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
probably,
Well, actually, that shouldn't work.
on that day we did actually, Daniel, we did a lot of, routing things, adding some stuff into the routes. So, and
Right.
if you can look my like routes, it
Well,
would be
actually, I
somewhat
noticed.
goofy. Goofy in the sense, it is not somewhat standard thing. See, somewhere it is user, somewhere it is users login. Because I'm really finding hard to understand these things, whether we really need this or not.
Well, you do need a login page separate from
But should it be user or users? I'm really.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's users. Well, what did you call the? Where did you define the path?
Routes.rpv.
Or the route.
That
Sorry.
will be in the models. Where is the routes.rb?
Well, I think it'll be the routes are in config
Config.
routes.
Config.
Yeah.
See, this is where
Yeah.
we.
So users. So, I mean, you called it users slash login. I'm honestly not sure about the singular plural thing. I think that
Let
since
us
you're defining that.
let us be standard. Let us use user only. What say? Because
Okay.
everywhere it is user. We will also use user.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That should help a little. I don't think it fixes the clicking on the button thing specifically.
And now it says user login, right? See, now we have got that. And
Yeah, that's good
probably.
because that corresponds to your controller method.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
And
see.
let's
Let me
check.
take a look at my thing. So why is it not? Why is it passing?
Method cadet 2. User underscore path. I think for now, let us stick with this. Daniel, just hold on.
Sure. I press create account. Oh, that's weird. Why is that one passing? Oh yeah, okay. That should be passing.
Yeah. So
I think what's happening is it now recognizes that submit the login submit tag, but now it's not. It doesn't really know where to go because the user login path. It should be defined though. Oh, I don't know about the method validate.
see, actually, in routes.rb.
Oh, actually, no. You shouldn't have to do that because it's submitting a form, so it will post. It'll post anyway. So you don't
It will
need
post,
to
right?
add the user validate there.
So this is not required, right?
Oh no, that is. I think that is required. But in your
Okay. In your
your
handle.
view that you're working on. You have a I thought no in login I think login Hamel.
Yeah.
You need to you don't need what you just added there, the method
So that
validate,
was,
because you're since it's a form, it's going to be posting anyway, so it'll be calling that validate method.
and this sounds good, right now?
Looks good to me. Yeah, and that should. Oh, and be sure. It looks like you just did. You saved it, so
Yeah, I see it.
this should be fine. I think that what needs to do is we need to implement this this validate controller in the controller. But before you do that, go ahead and just run the
Cucumber, and let's
cucumber.
check
Yeah,
what
you
error
run
it
cucumber
gives.
because
Yeah.
I want to see what that error was exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll up a little. I think that it's none of these are the ones that we are concerned about at the moment. Oh, what happened there? Is that an older? But that's one that you haven't worked on yet, right?
Oh, this is feature support RBase 23. Patch.rb. Oh, okay. So this is defined in patch.rb also.
This.
The users.
Oh yeah, okay. That's probably it.
Yeah. Yeah, now we are back to that square one again. Web steps RB45. I am on the login page. This is our login.feature 14.
Well, that one should be working. I don't know what. I think it was when we started changing the name of the path that it started acting strange.
And
Yeah,
see
uninitialized
now,
constant.
now let us troubleshoot here in
Yeah.
homework. Okay. I don't know. I have lost my working version, I think, of the homework.
Mm.
Let me check if this is that. Yeah, creating too many workspaces is a big difficulty here. Just I'm figuring out, whether this is the working version of the homework for which I have, so that whatever we look is absolutely genuine.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So let's.
So this is my last workspace, I think. Just hold on, I will check with the last one. This. This is. Cycle. Oh, here it is.
When you were making it singular, you turned it into a model.
Yeah, so this is the working one.
Controller or something.
Okay. Where did I need to sing?
Well, let me see the. Go back to to our application, the review platform, and
Yeah.
show me a rake. Show me the last rake routes that you did.
I will do refresh one more.
Yeah.
save this. Doing a rake route now.
Yeah, great. Okay, so we have user login. It's in user. Okay, so it does seem, yeah, it seems like this is the user controller. Yeah, all singular. That's how it should be. So I think what it is you don't have a
controller method user validate.
Yeah, this is weird though. So you're on the user page. You're doing so that's basically get like user slash login. In user, I'm assuming you have a login controller for user. So in user controller, you.
Should I define one?
We'll see if you have one already because it looks like you have a lot more.
Okay.
Like if you scroll up, you have a lot more code than that. Oh, is that the? Okay, so that's user controller. So see if you have a validate sorry, a login. Yeah, you do.
See,
you do. So
we have a login, but we haven't written any logic inside.
Yeah. So I guess that would be something like hold on a moment. Let me just take a look at what my user the new page is. I don't think that my for my user controller that the new does anything at all either. So yeah, new no. So the fact that it's empty shouldn't be a problem. It should not be a problem that it's empty.
Okay.
I guess the question is, and you do have a login view because we were just looking at that a little while ago.
Then when I do rake routes here, where it is mapping, so we can just.
Oh, this is movie. This is movie.
Yeah, just doing rake route so that I can get the mapping of update my movie, right? Update my something. What?
Sure, but we're not updated. That's not the method we're creating. We're not.
I understood, but just checking whether if movies hash update, it is patch. Okay.
That's interesting.
So
yeah, and it's yours is plural movies controller.
So this does not help us, right?
I don't think so, because we're for some reason we're starting to get an error when we're just by trying to go to the page. So I think we need to take a look at the error message again for our what we're doing.
Yeah, sure. And just wanted to check with you, how do you zoom in this particular screen if I want to zoom in there?
Oh, it's Control Plus. If you click, that one. That one's really hard to zoom in. You just have to click outside of any of the screens. So like I don't know, like in the gray area or in the file area, it's always really difficult just to get it to work. Because usually what happens is that you just end up.
Okay.
See, maybe if you.
Yeah, so can I will highlight it for you.
Okay, so what I did, I clicked on the on that bar that's sort of between your code area and the terminal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right below that. Gray bar. Yeah, exactly. Click no, just blank empty area. Yeah, exactly.
It is not minimizing.
Well, you have to click on it on the blank empty area. Nope. Right now, so you see that gray area where that thing that you just clicked was located?
Yeah.
Yeah, try that. Yeah. Control plus.
And then Control
plus. Okay. See below that. There's another gray bar between that screen and the blue screen. Yes, exactly. Click on that. Click. Yeah, that should do it, and then it makes everything, which is very good. Okay. I can see it okay for the most part, by the way, so you don't have to worry about that. So uninitialized constant user controller. Okay. I think we might be calling it user's controller. Are we sure we're calling it user controller and not user's controller?
Let me check.
Yeah, under control. Yeah, we're calling it user's controller. So we're referring to it as Yeah, so we can if we want to be standard about that. I think that actually technically we're supposed to be calling it users controller plural, but
So where should we make a change? Should we make a change here or there?
well, we need to
Let us
change
make
it
a change here
everywhere.
and check. What do you say?
Oh, well, I think that we need to call it.
Users control.
Yeah, we call it users controller. I guess go back to your last rake routes. See what your last rake routes said about things, because that's what it needs to be. Like whatever. Yeah. Okay. So whatever it says. So it looks like it's saying user singular. So somewhere we're defining it as user singular. So user. We need to have a user controller, I guess. Singular user. Yeah.
And this name, okay. This let us also change this name. Make it standard.
Right. Exactly.
So that we will be sure what name we are referring to. Okay, it's now time for Cucumber.
Yep. Yep. That was what it's complaining about, so I think that should probably fix it. And then we can tackle that button.
Button, yeah.
What? Okay, what does it say this time? Couldn't find user with ID, login, active. ID login, active record not found. Okay, I think we need to switch it back, everything back to users, plural, because I think we're violating the convention over configuration with this.
Yes.
So set that back to users, plural, and then with all of your, let's see, everything that references that in your, like where you define the login. So in config.rb or the routes.rb.
Okay, I got your point. Yeah.
Yeah, switch those to both the users. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, users. I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to be users.
Yeah, because
I have no idea. It's so inconsistent. It's very
exactly
frustrating.
how did the confusion happen? When the database was created, with the ERB files, but at that time, I think it was because we imported that gem, right?
I can't
Hello,
hear you very well.
hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Hello.
can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So when we imported that specific gem, I don't remember the gem name. Which we used to create the user database. Password
Yeah.
hash, password. Probably, I think that conflicted with what we initially had. I might be
Oh,
wrong
interesting.
also, but I guess that is the pretty much change that we have done. But how is it working for you? You got the same thing, right?
No, I didn't have. Well, I didn't have these issues specifically.
Yeah.
I didn't. Mine was fine. I think what I did. So mine is called users controller plural, and I didn't. The thing is, I didn't create any new routes. I just used the ones that already existed. But
So
I'm
yours is
pretty
all
sure.
users. New user, other user. Can you do a rake route?
Yeah, absolutely. My routes will be the same as yours, except for the ones that you added. So yeah, so they're all.
They are all users.
Well, no, users index is users plural.
No, but
New
no,
user
I
is
understand that. But one thing
users
you do
from.
notice, what you have created is everything users.
Yeah, they're all users. You're right, right. But some of
Go for
of
mine.
these are.
Mine became user.
So what is your return? Yours return?
See, this mine is all. See, user.
Oh, how did that happen? We're using the same so the gem file. Where are those defined? Take a look. I guess maybe it's in the config, the what's it called, the routes.rb.
Routes.rb.
Yeah, see what it says in there. Maybe that has something. Yeah, you're close. It was right in that area. Yeah, there it is. And that one's, you need to save that one at some point also. Get you, yeah, okay.
Resources
Okay, let me
users,
see.
I think.
Hold on. Yeah, let
I
me
think
confirm that, but I think that is what it is.
I think resources users.
Yes, that's it. That's what
Just
it is.
double confirm from your side also.
Yeah.
Yes,
Users,
that's
yes,
it.
that's what it is. Yeah, okay. So that should do it. Good. Now we understand. You go run rake routes again just to be sure that that's what it was. But I bet that's what it was.
Yes,
Yes.
see that?
Yep. So now you shouldn't have any more problems of that particular nature.
Yes.
Oh, the only one.
Users
And now
login,
go.
right?
Yeah, so the one that you need to worry about is this post. So go to your back to your yeah, exactly. Look in the post method, and that one needs to be users validate. I think the yeah, the first one I think is okay actually, is just user sync. Yeah, no, that's good actually. Yeah, I think that was good what you did. And that should take
login is
yeah.
defined, validate is also defined.
Those should be okay. So
These are
yeah,
controller methods. So
yeah,
that sounds good, right?
fine. Yeah, those should all work. Those should all work.
Let me see this.
And I wouldn't be surprised if a button works too.
Yes. No. Did it pass or no?
5 of them passed. Oh, no, what? Why not? Okay, let's see what this is. Undefined local variable, user login. Okay, so there's some place where we're still calling it user login.
Oh, where it is?
For
Paths.rb.
cucumber, pass.rb.
Ah, see.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. A lot of tracking
Yeah,
down.
there are a lot of changes, so sometimes I forget. Sorry for that.
Couldn't find user with ID equals login active record. Okay. Does it give you a line number or anything? Yeah, and yeah. Okay, so thanks. That
User controllers RB75.
line 75. Okay. Set user. Where are you setting the user?
And this is all automatically created. We didn't.
But it's calling it from someplace.
Yes.
So why is that
I am on
happening?
the.
So
It's calling from the websteps.rb.
calling from websteps.rb. Why did it do that? I am on. Oh, okay. Visit path to page name. That's very annoying. Oh yeah. Okay. So I guess it's not. Let me see what I do in this case. I guess because I don't have to. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. So you're on the login page.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you happen to remember if the login page was something that came with this the scaffold that was set up? Because that could be like it's thinking that it's supposed to be doing something.
Is it when I press the login? When I press login?
Should be when that one we haven't even got. Let's pass this.
We haven't
Figure out how to pass
got
this
to
one
that
first.
extent, right?
Yeah, because this isn't even, because it was working before, and now it isn't working. So couldn't find user ID equals.
This worked previously, right?
I thought it did.
Even I am on the login page. Can't find user with ID equal to login. Okay, when I am on the login page, what does it say?
Oh,
I am
that's
on the.
weird. That's
Oh,
really weird.
okay.
Can't
This regular
find
expression.
path to page name. Well, maybe there's trouble in the page name is weird or something. You can try
Understood.
path. See if there's something strange in paths.rb. Yeah, I'm on the login page. Should be fine. See if there's anything strange going on in paths.rb with the I am on the login page. The login page. Users login. So users. Go back to your last rake routes. Okay, yeah. So users. Yeah, users. There is no users login path. It is user
Oh,
login path.
and this is defined in routes.rb.
Oh yeah.
But it is same, no?
No. In your paths.rb. Look at your paths.rb. See, it says it's users plural there, but notice in your rake routes it says user singular is defined. So try that.
User
You
singular.
see, it's user login. Yeah, there. But in your you're using plural there, so it should be just user singular. Yeah, great.
But we just did a standard thing of putting all back to users, right? Let me check.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
don't understand.
No, initially, there was a problem with the users controller, right?
Well,
Then
correct, but
we
that's
changed that,
because yeah,
and
we
see
fixed.
now we are here using users.login, users login, right?
Okay, but in your, I guess you can do rake routes again, but I'm pretty sure that it needs to be, since this is like do rake routes again. See what happens if you do rake routes.
Okay.
Do a fresh one so that we know that whatever we're doing is the current stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that for now. We'll just do rake routes and figure out what the route is. Because like the user, it should match whatever rake routes
Yeah, I understood.
returns.
Yeah. Got the point.
Yeah, it should be users plural. Users login.
Yeah.
Should definitely be users login path plural.
Users login part.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll fix that weird ID problem, but
These
maybe
are
that.
all user, but they are not giving error. Okay.
So something we should probably get clear is why really. Okay, so couldn't find. Yeah, it still doesn't like that. Why is that the case? Given I'm on the login page, that error makes no sense. That's complete nonsense. Given I am on the login page, so it's saying that the ID is like a weird string or something. It's like it's trying to.
I think it is
Oh, okay.
matching to.
I think I know what's going on. I think I know. I think I might know what's.
Mhm.
Well, maybe I don't know what if I couldn't find user with ID.
Does the
Okay, let me
indentation?
tell you what I would do in this situation.
Okay.
I would change it to user singular user login, and then take a look. Save that, and then take a look at your routes.rb and change both of those to no, not that one. Don't change that one. That one has to be the same, but change the other one to user singular /login. Try that, because I think what it's doing is it's getting confused with some other call or something. I don't know. Yes, 10
absolutely
passed.
right.
Scroll up. Yeah, we're good now.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. So, so
We're
it needs
still
to
not
be
getting the
specific.
login to work for some reason. But everything else seems to be, everything up to that is fine. So you want to spend a little while longer? I probably want to go to bed like in another
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
15
yeah.
minutes or so, but we can spend a little longer working on the login. So what error is it giving you for that now? Undefined local variable user underscore index underscore
So that
path.
is here.
User
See,
index path. It doesn't
that
like
is here.
user.
See, I should show you.
Yeah, user index path.
Hey, no, not here. Sorry. Where we have used it. Mm,
Oh, I think I know what it is. Go into your view for the login view.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, it should be user's login path, I believe. Yeah, try
Mm,
that. Or yeah, well, we'll see.
and it says user underscore. Oh yeah, I got your
Yeah,
point.
it doesn't like that path for some
Since we have changed to users, it says I want only users.
reason. Even worse
I
now.
think
Okay.
both the methods are referring somewhere here
What? What?
because
What?
if you
Wait a
fix,
minute. Wait a minute. That's not possible. Why? What? How did we mess it up? How could we possibly have messed it up? By change it. Change it. How could that be the problem? Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead and change that back to user singular. We must have. How could we? There's no way that that could have affected all the tests. That's bizarre. Sorry. That's really strange. What? That makes no sense at all.
because
Why
when
would
I
that
am
have?
on the and when I press login.
Yeah, but
So
how would that have any effect at all on the other method, though? That makes no sense. Oh, I guess probably what it is it needs that field, that path, to be a valid field before it even does anything. I guess so. User index path. Wait a minute. Why does it want to go to user index path? That doesn't make much sense. Local variable for user controller.
should
User
I
login
change
path.
the button login to login to submit and then check what is happening? Because
Well,
somewhere down the line, it getting confused with the login page and this and this?
I doubt that, but you can certainly try it. Yeah, I don't think the header would have anything to do with it.
Yeah, but this one, right?
Yeah, maybe at least it'll give us a different error that could be helpful.
And then I have to change it in. Should we check now?
Yeah, go ahead and try it. I bet it'll just give you 10 errors, but it'll give you 10 passing, but it'll give you a
Yeah.
different error for the thing. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, unidentified. Oh, same thing. Unidentified variable or method user index path. So that still doesn't make any sense. So
See,
where are we calling? We're not calling user
see this
index
one.
path. Oh, okay, that's what it is. So it's because that's great, actually. That's excellent news. That means that it is recognizing the button.
Yeah.
It's just sending it here. So let's see what I think, and then for index, it actually might be users index or something bizarre like that. Go ahead and do rake routes again and see what happens.
I'm just checking the latest one.
Yeah.
It will be probably, I think I should do a latest one.
Yeah, maybe do a new one though, because we never know what we've changed.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, so it's users. Yeah, it's users index path actually. Oh no, in fact, it's not even users index path. If you want to go back to index, it's actually just users path.
Right here, right? Users path.
Yeah, exactly. Just say users. Exactly. So there's no users index path. It's just users. Although, yeah, that should be it. Validate just plain users. Users path. Right.
Anything
Okay,
other
that should do
you want to
something.
check?
And maybe go ahead and change the name of the button back
Login.
to exactly. Yeah. I'm surprised it was able to find the button without it being called login. Oh yeah. Well, okay, I see what. Yeah. Never mind. Maybe log like right next to one of the third button. Okay, yeah, good. This should do it.
Yeah.
Yep. I realized something though. You actually don't want to redirect to the index page. You want to redirect to the show page
Show
ultimately.
page,
So
yeah, but
yeah, so now we have exactly the same problem, which is figuring out how to redirect to the show page, which requires an ID. And I think that's something that I personally might leave for tomorrow morning, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. If you have got and you might have troubleshoot somewhere and you reached up to a point, right? You can tell me that. I will also troubleshoot and start from that point.
Yeah, sounds good. And I'll get up fairly early in the morning so that I'll be able to. I don't know if we'll be able, just because we probably want to be very cautious with how we're
Okay.
handling get.
So the main
Uh,
challenge is how do we get to pass this ID parameter, right?
How do we get to pass the ID Yes, exactly. Specifically to the show page, and that is exactly the feature that we are both working on now.
Sure.
So I think I'll do this. So I've made a little bit of progress on it. I might, and I think I actually might be very close to getting it. So what I'll do is I'll just send like a Slack message or something in the morning if I can figure it out.
Yeah,
Pretty quickly.
Sure.
So I think
I will also troubleshoot it. If I get, I will also Slack you up.
Yeah, excellent. Great.
Yeah,
So I think we're good. Actually, we might actually be overachievers this week, because I think your feature is actually pretty near finished, and so is mine. So I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and if it's all right, I might go ahead and sign off now, if that's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
Man.
so
Thanks.
talk to you later. So we are
Yeah.
signing off.
Signing off. Bye, Daniel. See you.
Bye.
Bye.